Beerzerker! Alright. Okay, come on. Come on. Really? Oh, I'm excited. I just had to. Well, I'll introduce the beer that we're featuring this evening. Alright. The Mill Street Tank House Ale. Okay, this is from, I don't know. I'm bad with this shit. Just mostly because I don't care. Toronto, the Roundhouse, there's some story, blah, 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 blah. Long story short. They also make the steam whistle pill at the Roundhouse, and that's okay. But this beer, I'm telling you, love it. I pick it up all the time. I'm obviously half fucking cut. Drank the Zuber, and that about did it for me. And that's a big bottle of beer, and I drank it quick. What can I say? I'm on a beer diet, so there wasn't a whole lot of food down there. So, 5.2%, and this is basically, I'll read you the spiel. Mill Street Tankhouse Ale is a deliciously complex and spicy ale. We use a staggering amount of hops and 5 different malts to produce a rich, fiery pale ale, copper red in color, and truly satisfying in flavor. Okay? Very true. Alright, so you IPA lovers, you're going to love this beer. It's a little different than an IPA. Just a little off the scale, but I actually like it a little bit better, eh? Horrifying incident, blood everywhere. Take me to the hospital. Alright. Ooh, it's foamy. Not that foamy. Ooh, what you doing? Sorry, no epic poor music, so I gotta get ridiculous. And I'll go out and buy a $100 program and a better microphone for your benefit. But not until I'm much richer than I am. So I'm gonna have to deal with it. New computer. Had a great graphics card, but a shitty microphone. Should have got an Apple. Fuck. Oh, the hops. Oh, the hops. Just. Oh, the freaking aroma. And, I'm super psyched about this beer, and not because I may be a moron, but that's not the only reason. It just sings, man. Just buy it. If you like IPAs, this is just is better than an IPA. Even the best IPA you've ever had. This doesn't solely rely on the hops, is what I'm saying. It on the citrus types hops. It doesn't rely on that. Although there's a lot in here, it has a little more malt too. Hence the color, the red color, eh? So nice. A little better of a balance is what I'm saying than an IPA for me. And I do like IPAs, don't get me wrong. But the smell of this, you have real nice dreams about this smell. It's great. Smooth, baby. Smooth. Mouth feels great in this beer. The hop aroma and the bitter hops and stuff in here, and I'm sure they dry hopped it, but the hops that they chose mixed with the malt, with the color of that malt, you see with the flavor, you're kind of assuming that by the looks, what's going on here. Damn. And I've been doing a lot of beer reviews, and I've been drinking all kinds of beer, and this one, believe it or not, is gotta be one of my favorites. And and I've had there's some good IPAs out there, and they're really good too. Basically what I was saying is I love this beer. They make the steam whistle pilsner, which I'm not really a huge fan of. It's very rubbery in the mouthfeel and stuff. It's a very bizarre beer. If you want to try a really odd pilsner, I recommend it. A really just from the moon kind of thing. But this is it's nice for a store-bought beer, out of a bottle. I mean, you're gonna shit people. If you like IPAs and you like brown ales, I would pick this over either of them And I know that I don't know what style that it is, and I think they maybe come up with it just a genius down there at the brewery that come up with this recipe. I don't know if it's ancient or if it's brand new. It's just perfect. The bitter hops, and as you go into like the aroma hop, they're like the same. Like it starts and it just fades out. So there's no like transition. It's like the same hoppiness, but it's bitter and it's aroma, which is really cool. And the foam, like for an ale and stuff, is pretty good. The carbonation's not overpowering. The maltiness is like you're not sitting there. It's nice and dark, in that, but you're not like ooh, like really freaked out of all the weird maltiness that sometimes brown ale can be, or whatever, a little too malty. I just absolutely love this beer. It's got a good mouthfeel. Like, is it dry or is it sweet? You can't really tell too much. It's like right down the middle. Like it wants to be sweet, but it wants to be dry. And then, oh, damn it. Just buy it. Just buy it. It's not even expensive or anything. It's just, you'll enjoy it. What can I say? Like the hops are just up front, and the maltiness is just underneath him, and it rides out. And the flavor is so smooth. The transition, there's none of this. It's just this is what you got in the flavor, and this is what happens throughout. And just a great hoppy, malty, I guess you could say. Not malty, not like a Scottish heavy or something. It's not like that, although it is that color, kind of. So brown ale-ish, the copper red. The flavor is a little more IPA to me, like leaning on the IPA side. But that nice little darker malt just gives it a nice little under edge that just gives it that boost. And those are the kind of beers I like. I also tried a beer similar to this, but a level up in the color spectrum is another Canadian beer is the Whistler Brewery Black Tusk Ale, which is like a brown ale that borders on the range of a stout. And that one is the same kind of thing because they just got the perfect storm in the transition area. So where you're like used to a brown ale and you've been there, done that, and you've done the stout thing, but when you get the right, just on the edge of that, the Black Tusk Whistler beers like that, this is the same thing. If you want to board between a brown ale and an IPA, and I've been buying lots of this. Love it. So I'm gonna slam this, and you know what's gonna happen, people. Great mouthfeel. Alcohol. It's just so much hops up front. So much bittering or aroma of hop that bitters maybe or something that the hops are. They just slammed it. If you want to get another slam dingy fucking IPA, Canadian IPA that's just, these people know how to hop, pick up the Wild Rose IPA, and they know how to hop an IPA just nice, not like too crazy, not like wrong or too bitter or anything, just the nicest hop flavor throughout Wild Rose. But this Tank House Ale, 3 references to 2 awesome Canadian beers that are doing it right. Just right. And it doesn't get no better than this. Store-bought beer like this, shit, I don't know. I dig this beer every time I drink it. I never, sometimes I drink a beer and oh, it's really good, like with the Belgians and stuff. So and then the next night you ate a different food, or you haven't eaten anything for a while, so your mouth is just saliva tasting. And the beer is good the one night if you're drunk and drink it, and the next night it's not so good. You just walk in through the door after a 15-hour day at work and pop into a Belgian, doesn't always do the trick for you. This beer is always going to perform. You're always going to love it. We'll see how the flavor lasts at the bottom. We'll do it right. It's thick too. It's got that cool mouth texture that the steam whistle has, but much lighter, which suits the ale. I like this a lot better than their pill. A lot of people love the steam whistle pill though, and a lot of people hate it. But this beer, like I said, you like ales, brown ales, IPAs. Come on, you're gonna love it. You're gonna freaking love it. I love it. You'll probably love it too. Thick. You can just see that texture. Like they just see the viscosity of this beer. Not skimping on anything, folks. Tastes great till the end. It was out of the fridge. Just a lovely hop bitterness in the end. Great aftertaste. No complaints. No complaints. I'm gonna 11 it, and you might shit and say, "What? You're 11 it. If you don't like it, too bad." I love what they're doing here, and I love this kind of thing when it happens. 11 out of 11. Spinal Tap. Whoa.